Hey, family, thanks so much for joining me again. Um, I'm talking with you again. This is part two of the video. I'm talking with you about twin flames, a love that lasts lifetimes. And I'm not sure how many parts it will be, but maybe I'll make more parts later. And I might not. We'll see how it goes. But I wanted to just say in the beginning of this video that. Um, for the twin flame, we think about the law of attraction. We say, like unto itself is drawn, or like attracts like. So, two similar things are attracted to each other. So, when you think about it, if you think about the twin flame and the aspect of a soul being split in different parts, a person will be attracted to the other person, their spirit, their soul, because that's them. That is they're cut from the same cloth, so to speak. So being attracted to the other person is, partly about them being the same, essentially the same being, and you not being separate. And I think that's a concept that other people have discussed. It's so important. And people, I think, need to respect more and really get on board with it. When we think about part of what twin flames are here for, it's really, really important to consider. Part of what we're here to do is shake up things, change the template. What people thought was a relationship, what they thought was a connection, what they thought was a marriage, all of that, that's not what it is. It's something completely different. And I think that the spirit, that God intervened and said, okay, they are really messing it up. I need to come in and, set some things right. And I think if we think about ourselves as spiritual beings before we got here in the flesh on earth, some would say we decided, okay, we were together last lifetime, and you think about reincarnation and things like that. We got here, we were together last lifetime, we're going to do it again. We got so much more work to do. There's so much more that we can accomplish together. We're going to meet. I will find you, you'll find me. Somehow it's going to happen. And I think that, the twin flames decided before they were physically here that they would get together again. And I think the love, you know, being magnetic, just, it being like this uncontrollable force. You don't know what it is, but you're just attracted to the person. I think that's the thing that can help so many people's twin flames to achieve what they want to achieve and what keeps them together. Because if you have experienced it, you know what it is. If you haven't, to try to explain it to you can be kind of challenging, but I will try. So it's sort of like um, you're so attracted to the person that you can't help but stay together. And when you stay together, consistently work, consistently do whatever it is that you need to do, that's when you can, I think, accomplish so much. Whether you're traveling, whether you're staying in the same place, I think you accomplish so much more together. And I think a lot of people, it's just important to not get caught up in your own personal issues or your stuff when it comes to the relationship that you need to work through. I think there's a period where a lot of people do take time um, to work on their stuff. And then I think after that, there's a period where then they start working on, okay, let's reach out, let's help others, because we're a shining example of what it should look like, what it could look like, and eventually I think what it will look like. So I think maybe it's some kind of beta testing, and then eventually it's going to be us moving back to where we were in the past. So it's back to the future where we're so much more advanced. Like I talked about the telepathic communication, like the love is just off the charts that we have for each other. And then when we experience that, I think because we don't want to walk away, because the love is so strong, because it's so powerful, because we're so attracted to the other person, I think when it keeps us in the same place, then I think we accomplish so much more. But again, it's important for us not to get caught up in all the crap that we could get caught up in. I think we do a lot of releasing. I think, people have talked about it before, the heart center awakening. I think we do a lot of, if we're open to it, and I've had it, getting over myself. Just getting over myself, just moving on, just saying, okay, this stuff needs to change, changing it, moving on, and that's it. But we need someone else to help. And I think holding grudges is not the way to go. I think we know how important it is to consider the other person, what they're trying to do. They're trying to grow, trying to change. And when we do that, when we think of them like we think of ourselves, it's sort of like, if this were me and someone was trying to force me to be something that I'm not, how would I feel? Terrible. So maybe that's the same way the other person felt. And I think we have mercy more, often when we think of them like we think of ourselves, and we're more, understanding. We want to be more open. We want to be more forgiving. And if we're not um, stuck on ourselves, and I think we could do it a lot more easily. For me, I would say it was a lot easier, even in the next second, after I would say something like, oh, we never spend time together, I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to interfere with you growing. I don't want to interfere with you reaching your fullest potential. I don't want to interfere with you reaching whatever levels you want or need to reach in this lifetime. So I don't want to put pressure on you to be somewhere that you're not, do something that right now you don't have time or energy or whatever it is, or maturity or whatever. Respect the person's journey. Let them be where they are. If you need to go wherever it is that you need to go, you need to move on without them. Please, I would encourage you to move on, because I think you don't want to really hurt someone. You don't want to stop them. You don't want to, push them, back them into a corner. And then I think it's a polarizing thing. Then they definitely don't want to move forward. They don't want to do anything with you because they want to, it's sort of like the person doesn't want a thing. If you threaten to take it away from them, then they want it even more. So it's that type of dynamic when it comes to twin flames too. I know I've spent an awful lot of time talking now about just maybe like the logistics, the mechanics or something of twin flames. But I would say it was important to address, because then it is at least going to be one more part where I'm talking more about things that I've heard recently and the connection that I found recently. But I think it's like I talked about in the first video, it feels like it's almost unbearable to be apart. Now we know that we can survive it. However, you don't really want to, I think. But I think once you feel the connection, once you feel like you've been together lifetimes before, like you encounter the person, you're saying, I know I've never met them physically, but I feel like I know them. I feel like, we talk to each other like we know each other. We interact like we know each other. We can talk for hours about anything and everything. Our minds connect. We think in a similar way. We do similar things. We wear similar clothes. We have similar style. We have a similar work ethic. We wouldn't have a problem just being like, if we were trapped in a house together for weeks, months, we wouldn't care. The energy would be amazing, and we would never run out of things to talk about. things to do. And I think the only thing that might get in the way is our personal stuff that has not been worked out, us being dishonest about it, and us not giving each other a chance to really work through some stuff with each other and being there for each other, supporting each other. But when we are willing to do that, we could get such amazing results. Um, so I feel like, energetically, this video is coming to an end. So I want to wrap this one up, and I'm going to start on the third video. And we'll see where that goes. But I just wanted to get, I felt like um, the information needed to come out, and it's coming out this way. So I'm thankful for you joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting. If you'd like to work with me, check out the information below for twin flame, for soulmate connections, for romantic partners, dating, for business consultation, for emotional things, for spiritual things, for stressors, for continuing to elevate. Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And I will see you in the next one, family. Love you. And we'll bring you another video soon. Thanks.